Welcome to Northeast News. These are upcoming stories just for you on Friday, the 21st of November. A scheme for adults to return to college to gain valuable learning experience. East Durham College holds a fitting tribute for Remembrance Day. Sam Fender donates £25,000 to the Music Venue Trust, and a young lad awaits an essential organ donation. First, Seawood held a workshop encouraging adults to return to college and gain the valuable skills needed to join the workforce. Ryan Booth went down to check out and see what work was being done.
I am at Seawood for Get the Nation Learning Week. This is to celebrate adult learners and to raise the profile for people who want to get a raise, a promotion, or simply want to learn a new skill. To make this happen, various colleges have received funding from the government to create workshops for their adult learners, because you are never too old to learn.
I left school and I found out about the apprenticeship and pretty much instantly applied and found out I got the job. Started pretty much straight from school, just straight on my college course and employed here as well. Yeah, it's just quite like a friendly place and just like getting help from people, you know, with experience and things like that. Makes you feel like more settled within the workplace, I would say.
Although it gives opportunities for apprentices, there's also a lot more ways you can get into it, and it really helps a lot of people.
Just go for it.
Yeah, if you have something you're interested in, give it a go, because I mean, you might really enjoy it. I love this, it's dead fun.
Seawood employees aren't the only ones taking part in this workshop, because today is as good a time as any to develop these skills. Whether not for personal use or for your company, it is never too late to learn. Araya Booth, Northeast News.
We hope to see more adults in college because, you know what they say, you're never too old to learn. Next, we head to East Durham College where a heartfelt Remembrance Day was hosted, paying tribute to those who fought for us. Harvey Wren has more.
Students and staff at East Durham College held an event on Remembrance Day to pay their respects to the fallen from conflict around the world. I discussed with students the importance of Remembrance Day.
I believe it's important to remember those who have fought in wars, fought in conflicts around the world, not just World War I, World War II, but other conflicts, the Gulf War, Vietnam War, anywhere, any conflict anywhere around the world. It's important to remember those, remember their sacrifices.
Historically, as people, we learn from mistakes. So yes, on Remembrance Day, Memorial Days like it, we're remembering people that have fallen and that have fought for the country, but we're also remembering past mistakes and mistakes that people in power have made. So I think it's important to remember that so that we don't make those same mistakes in future.
I think it's important to pass down the traditions of Remembrance Days to cadets, students of all ages, so they can remember people just the same way their generations before would.
Like, we learn about it in school, but we don't actually know what it means, so it's important to have it and hold it in colleges because it gets us that sense of being able to remember those that have fought for the country and sort of feel like happy that they have fought for us.
We will remember them always. Next, we have local Geordie lad Sam Fender giving back to the community. Araya Booth has more.
Local artist Sam Fender has recently won the award for Best Album at the Mercury Prize for his newest album, People Watching. He donated his prize money to local grassroots music venues across the entire UK. We contacted these local venues and some local artists to ask them how this donated money could affect these local venues, the local artists, and also the community as a whole.
From a venue side of it, I feel like the programming of events would accelerate because they've got a bit more money there to get some more high profile acts in.
I think it's great what he's done because he obviously knows where he's came from. The money coming back into the areas and the venues where he started, and just gives the rest of us the chance to chase what he's became.
The local venues are where people learn their craft. We need that for the music industry in this country to thrive.
A worry that might arise is that this donation money is simply a moment of luck and not a sign of things to come in the future. So we asked them to make sure that this is not just this moment of luck, but actually a sign of things to come for music in the Northeast.
It's always been happening, but I feel like right now feels like there's a big shift going on.
It's probably wishful thinking that this one thing is going to make a difference. I think the real change that we need is government policy on funding and supporting the creative industries.
As you can see, this donation money could not just be a nice gesture by a big musician, but also great support for these grassroots music venues, and also clearly a sign of things to come for the North East End music, as the BBC's Big Weekend is going to be taking place in Sunderland in 2026. Araya Booth, North East News.
Thank you for that, Araya. On another note, have you ever considered organ donation? Well, I found out what life was like for Ethan White as he awaits his next transplant. From a young age, Ethan has been in and out of hospital due to being born with autosomal recessive polycystic kidney disease, and at the young age of 5 in 2016, he received a kidney and liver transplant, which made him defy the odds. However, in 2022, he fell ill to an infection, and he then had to go back on the waiting list for a new kidney and a liver transplant. I'm here in Newcastle's RVI interviewing Ethan to tell us a bit of his story. How hard has it been in and out of hospital so frequently?
It's quite difficult. I don't get to be as home often and see my family and friends, and it's just annoying being cooped up in here so long, because sometimes I can't even go outside if I'm bedridden.
I've heard that sometimes you must travel to Birmingham as well.
That's correct.
How much of an impact is that on you and your relationship with your sister, Emily?
We obviously still stay in touch whenever she can. She comes up to Birmingham and we spend a family day out, so it doesn't have too much of effect. We're still very close.
Glad to hear. I heard the Scouts in Wheatley Hill are hosting a Christmas fair with raffle and tombola that all proceedings are going to the RVI on the 30th of November. Have you got a message for the viewers?
Thank you very much. That's great. I'm glad that the proceedings are going to such a great hospital that has helped me throughout my life.
This is Mason Johnson, North East News. Hopefully this one small step can lead to a bigger, brighter future. Now Tom has the latest for sport.
Coming up this weekend, we have a variety of games. In the Premier League, Newcastle host Manchester City on Saturday. The Magpies are currently mid-table, while City are scoring sky high in second place. The Mags' shaky form in the league is apparent after losing to Brentford 3-1 in their previous game, and I see some even call for Eddie Howe to get sacked. This game will really test the team, and it may even be make or break for the fans. Sunderland play away at Craven Cottage against Fulham, also on Saturday, with the lads massively exceeding people's expectations for them. Being fourth in the league and above the likes of Aston Villa and Liverpool is something that not even a die-hard fan could predict. Can Sunderland keep this up? Fulham are currently 14th in the league, and this may be an easy win for the Black Cats. However, in the Premier League, anything can happen. In women's football, Newcastle played home against Everton in the Women's League Cup on Sunday. The Mags will be confident after a 3-1 win over Sunderland in the Tyne Weir derby, but in the Cup, it's anything but, as they are bottom of their group with a draw and a loss, with Everton being one place above them. They really need the win if they want to do well in the Cup. Sunderland lost local team Durham, again in the Women's League Cup. Both teams not doing great, being third and fourth in the table respectively. Sunderland sitting on 0 points. This game could be shaky for them. Losing a win the derby 3-1 is bound to knock their confidence, and at a time when they really need it, things are looking bleak. In rugby, Newcastle Red Bulls travel to London to take on the Saccharins in the Premier Rugby Cup, with the team doing quite well sitting in second place. However, the same can't be said for the opposition, with them being fourth place on 6 points compared to Newcastle's 11 points. The Red Bull also won their previous game against the Northampton Saints, so I have a sense of confidence coming into this next game after a nightmarish start of the season. I wish them the best of luck. In basketball, Newcastle Eagles take on the Surrey 89ers at home in the league. This will be a challenging matchup with the 89ers being 5th place and the Eagles being a meagre 8th. The Eagles have not won a game since the start of September, and it can't go on like this, can it? They desperately need to pick up their form. For the women's team, they take on the London Lions in the league. We're being the start of the season, and luckily the Eagles will have a game in hand. They're also on 2 points, and they're also second in the league, so this is massive for them. It may be early to say, but success might come to Tyneside this season, and I hope for the best. Hugh, I'm exhausted after saying all of that. It's definitely a make or break weekend for a lot of the teams in the North East. But enough from me. I've been Tom Welsh. Back to you, Mason, for the weather.
Thanks, Tom. And here's the weather for the weekend. For Saturday, we have spells of rain in the early hours, which should leave the afternoon to be full of sunny spells. As the strong winds ease, we can see a maximum temperature of 8 degrees. For Sunday, it's going to be a high chance of rain with strong winds at times. It's going to be a little bit milder, but there's a risk of overnight frost, so only travel when essential. And be prepared to wrap up. That's all we have time for. Thank you for watching. And make sure to catch us on our next stream on the 5th of December. We hope to see you then. Mason Johnson, North East News.